Hello everyone, my name is Eliza, and I'm a 28-year-old born and raised in London, one of the most vibrant cities in the world. London, with its endless energy and constant buzz, has always been my home. Growing up in this dynamic city, my family was part of the upper middle class, which gave me a unique perspective on life and many opportunities. We weren't the wealthiest, but we lived comfortably, and our home in a quiet corner of London reflected a balance between work and family life. From an early age, I was surrounded by love, care, and the things a child could wish for: an education, a nurturing family, and a home full of warmth. Despite their busy schedules and social engagements, my parents always found time for me, ensuring I never felt overlooked. My childhood memories are filled with joy, from sunny weekends at Hyde Park to lively festivals on Oxford Street and cozy evenings at home with the soft melodies of classical music playing in the background. My love for animals began in these early years. I remember asking my parents if I could keep a stray kitten I found in the park. I spent hours watching birds flutter around in the garden, captivated by their graceful movements. Animals soon became important companions in my life, teaching me about compassion, empathy, and responsibility. As I grew older, my passion for learning deepened. Education became my gateway to a future I envisioned for myself, and I entered university with a clear goal: to follow the path of knowledge. University was a period of self-discovery where I honed my intellectual skills and fueled my curiosity about the world. While others were focused on socializing and dating, I poured myself into my studies. I wanted to build a strong foundation for my future. Upon graduating with honors, I had many career options: corporate jobs, further studies, or international opportunities. However, I chose to pursue my passion for teaching. This decision surprised many, who wondered why I'd forego lucrative opportunities. But for me, teaching wasn't just a job, it was a calling. I wanted to share what I had learned and inspire young minds. My parents supported my decision wholeheartedly. Their encouragement gave me the confidence to follow my heart. After months of preparation, I passed the entrance exam to become a literature teacher. I accepted a position at a secondary school in Windir, a quaint town in the English countryside known for its cobbled streets and serene beauty. Moving to Windir marked a new beginning. I found a modest house near the school with a beautiful garden filled with lavender and trees. Living alone for the first time brought a mix of excitement and responsibility. The sounds of London were replaced by birds chirping and leaves rustling in the breeze, a peaceful rhythm that slowly became my new life. To fill the loneliness of living alone, I adopted a Labrador named Max. He became my companion and my source of joy. Every evening, we took long walks through the picturesque streets of Windir, his presence making my new life feel complete. Max wasn't just a pet, he was my friend, filling my days with laughter and warmth. One evening after a long day at work, I met James. My car had broken down on a remote road, and he appeared out of nowhere, offering to help. James, a mechanic with a kind smile and reassuring calmness, fixed my car while we chatted. His down-to-earth nature resonated with me, and we kept in touch after that day. Over time, our friendship blossomed. James was sincere, gentle, and easy to talk to. We spent afternoons exploring Windir, sharing coffee at local cafes, and enjoying the tranquility of the countryside. Eventually, our friendship grew into love. James confessed he couldn't imagine life without me, and I felt the same. We planned a small, intimate wedding at a hilltop church surrounded by wildflowers, with close friends and family by our side. That day, as I walked down the aisle, I felt overwhelming happiness. Our life together was simple but fulfilling. We made our home in Windir, filling it with love and shared memories. Max adjusted to our new life, always by our side as we navigated the joys and challenges of marriage. Our home soon became a place of warmth, laughter, and comfort. The love we shared helped us weather life's ups and downs, giving us the strength to face each day with a full heart. James and Max had become my world, a reminder that love, companionship, and simple moments were what truly mattered. Life in Windir settled into a pleasant routine. Each morning, James and I would wake early, enjoy a simple breakfast, and then part ways for work. I'd head to the school with a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that my teaching made a difference in my students' lives, while James poured his heart into his small mechanic shop, known by nearly everyone in the town. At the end of each day, we'd reunite, often greeted by Max's wagging tail and excited barks, eager for our evening walks together. One crisp evening in November, we decided to explore the nearby woods, a trail James and I had not yet taken. As we walked, I shared stories from my classes, and James recounted humorous encounters with customers. Max darted ahead, his boundless energy infecting us with laughter. The trail led us to a small clearing where we sat down on a fallen log, watching the sun dip behind the trees. In that peaceful moment, we felt the profound joy of simply being together. Our weekends were filled with simple pleasures. Sometimes we'd work on small projects around the house, painting walls or fixing up old furniture we'd find at local markets. James, ever the handyman, loved to build things from scratch, and together we crafted a life filled with meaningful moments. On other weekends, we'd venture out to explore neighboring towns, soaking in the countryside's charms, savoring homemade jams, and sharing cups of tea at local inns. One afternoon, while sorting through an old box of my childhood keepsakes, I came across a tattered notebook filled with my earliest sketches and writings. Inspired, I shared the contents with James, explaining how writing had once been my secret passion, a way for me to capture my thoughts and dreams. James encouraged me to rekindle that passion, and in the following months, I began to write again, filling pages with reflections on life in Windir, tales from my classroom, and memories of my time in London. Teaching continued to fill my days with purpose and joy. My students, a mix of energetic, curious, and sometimes mischievous minds, became an integral part of my life. Over time, they taught me as much as I taught them. I watched with pride as they grew, gradually becoming confident in their own voices. Some days were challenging, yet even the difficult moments felt fulfilling, reminding me of why I had chosen this path. One day, during a quiet evening in late spring, James and I sat by the fire, Max curled at our feet. "We're building something special here," James said, a thoughtful look in his eyes. He spoke about his dreams of expanding his shop and perhaps, one day, having a family. His words touched me deeply. It was in that moment that I realized just how far I had come. From the bustling streets of London to this quiet, fulfilling life in the countryside, where my heart felt at peace. Our journey was not without its challenges. As we adjusted to life together, there were occasional disagreements and times of miscommunication. Sometimes, the stresses of work or personal insecurities would surface, creating tension. Yet, each time, our journey was not without its challenges. As we adjusted to life together, there were occasional disagreements and times of miscommunication. Sometimes, the stresses of work or personal insecurities would surface, creating tension. Yet, each time, we faced these challenges with patience and understanding, determined to find common ground and move forward together. Our love grew stronger as the seasons passed, each moment adding to the rich tapestry of our life. The simple joys, sharing a meal, tending to the garden, and watching Max chase after butterflies, were now more meaningful than any grand adventure. Through it all, I felt grateful for the life we had built in Windir, for the love we shared, and for the companionship that made each day a blessing. In time, Windir and our small house became not just a place but a part of who we were, a testament to the journey we'd taken together, from our first chance meeting to the life we now shared.